Wake up.
What are these dishes doing at my feet?
Because it's time for you to start cleaning up your crap. These dishes have been lying in the sink for almost 2 weeks. I mean, look at this place. It's a disaster. You're leaving everything laying around. It's ridiculous.
Who crawled up your butt and died?
You.
Gross.
Hey, get up, man. I want to watch some TV. You've been laying out here all morning.
What's got you?
Turn up the volume, would you?
The Heartbreak Kids have gone from sensational dynamic duo to a sudden two-headed monster. And boy, this is an ugly one.
Hey, I thought I played pretty good out there.
This team still has not found its identity, and I know that Coach O'Brien claims that his two-quarterback system is matchup-based, but I gotta tell you, it sure looks like he still doesn't have a clue what's going on. As Coach Madden famously once said, if you've got two quarterbacks, you've got none. And right now, I gotta tell you, man, Coach O'Brien's indecisiveness with the most important position on the team is only gonna lead to problems on the field.
The answer is simple. Just start me.
That would make the situation worse. I mean, the team plays better when I'm on the field. Everybody knows that.
Oh, shut
If
up.
I could just get into a rhythm, I'd be fine. Last thing I need is to be worrying about you breathing down my neck if I make one mistake.
Oh, you better believe it that I'll be there when you do.
Okay, I see what's going on here, guys.
I don't know what made you follow me here and try to win back your old position. I mean, you could have just kept the Heartbreak Kids going, or you could have went your own route on another team, but you decided to what, come here and punish me? Is that it?
What are you talking about? You're the one who showed up and stole what was mine in the first place, okay? I'm supposed to be Batman, you're Robin.
Look, I get you're upset, but we're in this together.
No, we're not.
Okay, we already saw that in my other episode before it cut out. So okay, I believe we're playing another game, state championship.
AT&T Stadium on this beautiful Saturday in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. The top travel destination this week for alumni of these two storied football powerhouses. And the site of the first of our college football playoff semifinal matchups. It's the Texas Longhorns taking on the Miami Hurricanes. To play for a national champion.
Hold up. Didn't we really play the Hurricanes?
Championship next Monday night in Santa Clara. We are underway from Arlington in the national playoff semifinal. Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25.
Oh my.
The Hurricanes now first and 10.
So I already played them. So this is a repeat basically. I played them already, but that did not save on YouTube or
and his defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon.
No, we didn't play them.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 17-yard line.
Throwing on second and long. Daniel. And this one incomplete.
Good way to put your hand in there, bro.
Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. Hands up, forcing the incompletion.
And a grab here by Gilmore. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch rate.
So, fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the defense.
Let's be frank. You hate the fumble at the end of the play. But prior to that,
that's our ball.
Was going up. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage.
Our
but in
ball.
that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
And he had the yards, but then the mistake. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, here's Daniel. And his throw is incomplete.
Intended for number 6.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Live.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Yeah, perfect defense.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
There you go.
Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's going to be a boring video here.
They will let him throw here on the very first play. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. It's complete to Fuller. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Already speed limits out there, and off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and his first carry, he loses the football. And this will be scooped up by the defense. Well, he's going to have to shake out the cobwebs. First time he touches the football, and he drops it on the ground.
So many times we talk about quarterbacks and taking care of them early to get them in the flow with safe throws, right?
And he will take this in for a Longhorn touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Longhorns add on to that lead.
Like 5 minutes.
We discussed how important it was going to be for this quarterback to get off to a hot start. Well, he has done that. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That could be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. To throw again on second down. Daniel, he'll hit Jackson, complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Trying to lay one up deep. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they are not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They're not going to let you beat them deep.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They run the counter. It's Woods. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brings up
All right, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, first down.
Yeah, and I guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
The Longhorns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for their next drive, the Texas offense at the line. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. He'll run it. To run for it, the decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. 2nd quarter now. Austin football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hurricanes, nothing.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Oh, they're hurting my player out there. You see that?
He's going to take off with it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 32 on the play.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Forced out to his left. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Escaping the pressure right. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. Buster Holiday with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we're usually talking about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw on third down, Daniel. And that's complete to Gilmore.
I'm
And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of first.
Right there.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. The corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
And then well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 in the first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Another nice throw that time. And all that debate that was possibly out there and wondering, well, will we see a second quarterback? Is Tommy Matthews going to play with this lead? I know it's only the second quarter, Charles, but he's kind of putting all that talk to rest.
Yeah, and there's a long way to go, but let's face it, partner. If he finishes the quarter this way, you know that Coach O'Brien loves consistency. I don't see any chance of a change happening if things continue to go in this direction. He's picked the right quarterback. He'll stay with it.
7 yards, the pickup there. Flushed out right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Vines, that is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. From 4 yards out. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. What a game that he has had throwing the football now. 4 touchdown passes. This offense playing at a very high level. I'll tell you what, he's going to be filling up your social media timeline tonight. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Longhorns 28, Hurricanes nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
Throwing again on second down. Daniel is complete to Langford.
You pancake that boy.
Shy of the 30, down at the 39. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, Daniel.
Wow.
There, it's complete.
That's good pass right across the body.
Inside the 35. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Look at this time for one. It's intercepted. It's off at the 25.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good pickup there, a 22.
10 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing lead, and that's complete. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout. And they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here.
Keep moving. Oh, fuck.
Longhorn fans, they're saying Tommy who? They've got the big lead as we reach halftime.
Hurricanes nothing.
The winner goes on, the loser goes home as we start the second half of this semifinal matchup. Slater on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
1st and 10 at their own 33.
About set for their next drive. The Texas offense at the line. And Charles, look, I mean, coming into this one, you and I, we didn't know what to expect. This could have certainly been a disaster. And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They'd done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
35. Hurricanes, nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
That's out. Langford loses the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And he's going to bring the football back for the touchdown.
Yikes.
So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He's singing in the shower postgame. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
I like the call on 3rd and 2. They were geared up to stop the run. I like the fact they just hit them quick. A little slant route. All about timing there, partner.
Yeah, the timing, everything well executed. Daniel on first down. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he will take this in for a long-run touchdown. This is really something for a guy who's been rotated in and out of this offense. Heck, the last 2 games being his only back-to-back starts, he has come through with 5 touchdown strikes in this semifinal. And still, you got to think there's going to be talk about Tommy Matthews. Get ready for all those sports radio debates all the way until kickoff of the national championship game. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
I'm not even playing, dude, and they still throw a pick.
Near the 34.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up a second and about a mile here. The first down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with second and very long. Being chased out left. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. He got him a big chunk of that yardage back, but even with that effort, it'll still be third and long.
On that play, as you saw the route start to develop downfield, I got the sense that maybe the run would set up for him, and he took full advantage of it and got a big gain on a busted play.
That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Eluding the pressure right. They'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision and good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Longhorns come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football. But how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. That is caught for a Longhorns touchdown. 2-yard touchdown. And this offense continues
55 to nothing.
I don't know what else to say at this point. Just an unbelievable performance. 6 touchdown passes. And you think about these guys we said rotated in and out of the lineup all season, but right now he looks as if he's had a zillion starts out there. He has been on point all game long. So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Shotgun snap for Daniel. That's taken by Henderson. Just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Daniels is caught. Here's Langford. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Daniel. And it's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Checks it underneath to Langford. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Hurricanes now going to send out the field goal unit. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
He's got the first down to move past midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
The throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on.
And he will take this in for a long touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, folks, this is just getting ridiculous now. 7 touchdown passes. He is no doubt making up for lost time, putting an entire year of stats essentially into one football game. And by the way, those 7 touchdown passes, a college football playoff record. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Longhorns 63, Hurricanes nothing.
So now after the touchdown, the Longhorns get ready to kick it off. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 25-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Daniel throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Out of the gun, Daniel. He's got it to down. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. First down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Second and 10, Daniel again. And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10. Throwing again, Daniel. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Once again, Daniel. He's going to let it fly. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. The Miami punter out on the field as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Longhorns come up here to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, 2nd down. They'll run. This is Pierce. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
38-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
He's got a first down inside the midfield. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, it's Pierce.
Today's final score.
What a great start to the season here, the College Football Kickoff Classic. And for the junior quarterback, a first start and a first win, and a very big win at that.
You all right?
I'll be fine.
I was you last week. I know exactly what you're going through.
You didn't have to sit through this championship game, though.
No, but I did sit out our first state title game. That wasn't easy to do.
For all I know, this could be my only shot at it.
Then I guess we'll just have to do this all over again next season, huh?
Good luck out there tonight.
Thanks.
Who rained on your parade, Little Miss Sunshine?
I am not in the mood for this right now.
It's because you're not playing, I take it.
Like I haven't had a bad enough day already. Now I have to deal with you.
I know you're upset. But that dude Tommy's your brother. And brothers should always have each other's backs. Wipe that sourpuss look off your face. It's game time.
We crown a champion tonight here at Levine Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Texas Longhorns.
You okay, son? Yeah, Coach, I just...
Tommy. You all right, Tommy? We need some help over here. Hurry.
You got my back, right?
Of course. Always.
Then go out there and finish this thing.
Alright, so we'll continue in a few minutes.